What's up, everybody?
Hey.
You guys have tuned in to Conversations with a Pitbull Live. I'm Daniel Mason.
And I'm Foster Carter, and today is our birthday show. This is the official Conversations with a Pitbull, Foster Carter.
Yep, birthday. Danny Mason. Yeah, it's your birthday, man.
Unbelievable. You know, thank God. Okay, I usually don't tell people my age because it's like, you know, just above 18, you know, but we're still here, and it's 62, and praise God, thank you, you know, Allah, Jehovah, Buddha, and Jesus, okay? We're still here. So this is our celebration. We just thought we'd throw a little something in here for everybody, you know, because it's just a little different, you know. So here we go today. We got a great show, and I want to start off by telling everyone good news and bad news. Good news, well, bad news first. Bad news, and it's not really, we're going to take a break with Conversations with a Pitbull Live. We're revamping the show. That's the good news. Everybody stay tuned on Facebook and Foster's Animal World TV and all the Conversations with a Pitbull's Facebook pages. And we'll let you know when we come back. We're going to just do it bigger and better, and a lot of surprises in for you guys. We want to up our ante a little bit and just make everything great. So nothing bad, nothing negative. We just want to do it better for you guys because the response has been so great. The fans have been so great, and we just want to take it to another level because that's how Danny and I do, right?
Speaking of taking it to another level, we got our homeboy in the studio with us today. His name is Sam Sarpong.
Sam.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
What up?
Hey, let me tell you, Sam is a wonderful actor.
Awesome.
Model, designer,
recording
musician.
artist.
Oh, he's the max. Sam was, we've done a couple of movies.
Sam's always getting in with us. I mean, you know, we're filmmakers, and you know, like Foster said in another show, you know, the films that we work on and in any film in general is nothing without the people that are in front of the camera. And Sam is a real consummate pro, and we're just thankful for him to be here joining us in the studio. What's happening with you, Sam?
I had to come represent on Foster's birthday, but before I did anything, Foster.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you, Lord. You still here, blessed, looking young as ever.
That's right.
But I gotta start it off by saying, yo, do you remember that story when we was on set, man? When you fell?
Oh my God! Yeah.
So check this out. Me and Foster, what movie were we doing?
That was Church.
Well, that was Church.
That was Church. You guys can rent that too.
Yeah, you check that out. Starring me and Darius McCrary, one of my best friends. Great cast. It's a great musical, and so yeah, we had just rapped, and Foster was on the truck, and he was like unloading something. Next thing you know, he takes a wrong step. Bam! His ankle just snaps. He falls off the truck. Now, y'all know I got this 15-year documentary, Life of Entertainer. So I got cameras with me every day of my life. My man is rolling. And Foster's like, And my man, the camera dude's about to cut. I'm like, no, keep rolling.
I remember that.
So I got some great footage of you, man, and you was just cussing yourself out like you wouldn't believe.
Oh man, there's so much good stuff with this cat. Like, man, he keeps breaking out old school pictures of like him and like Wilt Chamberlain and all kind of like Mr. T and all kind of old school pics. I mean, the brother's been around, so you've definitely put it down in your years on Earth, and we look forward to many other great ones, brother. You're worth celebrating for sure.
I can't believe I was cursing.
Dude, you was cussing yourself out. That's what was funny.
Hey,
and it was so funny because, like, I didn't want to laugh because I was hoping he wasn't hurt, but just the way he reacted after.
Oh yeah. No, that's that old man dance. I seen that before. You know what I mean? But check this out, you guys. We've got a great show today. Our buddy Sam's gonna be with us all day. We got some great guests that are gonna be Skyping in. We got Dunkin the dog is gonna be Skyping in with Lisa. I think we got Richard is gonna Skype in with us later, and of course we got Fred Kray
about
on the legal news. And
oh, wait a minute, big announcement, guys. I don't think Drayton Michael's segment is not going to play today because as I was unpacking my equipment today, I dropped my wireless Mac keyboard and I'm unable
so what do we call senior moments? You know what I'm saying?
Rushing moments.
From now on, all the tech stuff goes through me, and all the creative stuff goes through you.
So,
but we're going to be back in a little bit. We're going to pay some bills real quick, and we'll see you later. You guys are watching Conversations with a Pitbull Live.
You're watching Conversations with a Pitbull Live, a show about dogs, the people that love them, and real issues. Brought to you by Pitbull Energy Drink. Available in a wide variety of flavors, guaranteed no aftertaste. CWAPB Live will be right back after this dog fact of the day.
Ancient Egyptians revered their dogs. When a pet dog would die, the owners shaved off their eyebrows and mourned aloud for days. Please support your local rescue groups. They do more to support your community than any others.
All right, we're back, guys. You're watching Conversations with a Pitbull Live. It's a unique show. It's for dogs and the people that love them. Some bad news. We had some deaths out there this past week with some of the dogs that passed away. Our friend Rita let us know about. There's a dog named Macy out of Italy that passed away, as well as you guys remember a show we did a few weeks ago with our friend Cinnamon. They had a dog named Nina the Fox Terrier that also passed away. So we wanted to send our love out to you guys and let you know that we know what it feels like to lose a dog, and the spirits are out there though. You see they're living through us. So hopefully your spirits will be raised and stuff, hopefully by watching the show, and much love to you guys. But one of the things I was doing, I was browsing the internet. Me and Foster were talking earlier this week. We're always talking about different stuff, and we were talking about this concept of reliability and punctuality. And he was explaining some of his experiences in the military as a navigator in Vietnam, and the importance of being able to rely on somebody at a specific time when it's supposed to go down. And I was reading this story online about these soldiers. They were over in Afghanistan. They were out of New York with the National Guard, and they went over on their tour over there, and they befriended a stray dog who wound up having some puppies, and the dog used to go out with them on their tours and stuff like that, and they would feed them like their beef jerky treats and take stuff out of their lunches and stuff, and they really got attached to this dog. And unfortunately their base closed down in Afghanistan, and they didn't know, and they had to abandon the dogs that were out there. But thanks to the help of a group out of New York, they were able to get these dogs rescued and reunited with the soldiers over here in America. And it was just such a heartwarming story, because it reminded me of, these are some of the toughest, like, most reliable people around, our military. And if you see their reaction to these dogs, like how they feel about their dogs, I mean, it lifted their spirits so much, to have companions like that. And it just shows you the true capacity for dogs. But I thought that was an interesting story, Foster.
Where can they find that at?
I'm sure if you just Google it, or Yahoo News or something like that, and look for the soldiers out of New York. I believe the rescue was made possible by a Long Island pet rescue organization, whose motto is pause of war, nobody left behind. Nobody, Buddy. So much love to you guys out there serving us in our military. We love you guys, and just reminds you the capacity for dogs to be reliable. And
after we get Conversations with a Pitbull movie made, the second picture that I want to start on, and I'm like 80% finished writing, is the Sergeant Stubby.
Sergeant Stubby.
Sergeant Stubby, the pit bull, the only dog to be promoted to the rank of sergeant in the history of the U.S. military.
Oh yeah, I've seen it. I've seen that dog.
It's a pit bull, baby.
Wow.
It's a pit bull. So we got it with a new slant on it. So look forward to that. So where are we going from here, Doctor?
Well, we're gonna wait for our buddy Fred. Fred, who joins us with the Pitbull Legal News. He's gonna chime in with us, via Skype and let us know what's going on in the world of Pitbull. But I mean, with world of dogs and Pitbull specifically. Fred's awesome, man. He's on top of it, man. There's so much stuff going on out there in the world related to dogs. He's always blessing us with the what we need to be up on.
I want to say two things because we can holler at Sam until he comes, but we haven't reported on Rosie for a minute. Rosie, everybody that has kept up on it, came through her surgery, and really happy at that, thank God. And, so when we come back, hopefully Rosie will be part of this.
That's great.
Because it's going to be great. So you'll hear about it. So Sam.
Yo.
Listen, hey, everybody, Sam doesn't have a dog. Sam, what's up with that?
Well, let me tell you something. I'm really terrified of dogs.
Okay.
I got bit when I was little, so my whole life I've had this scary thing going on with dogs. But it's funny because when dogs are really friendly, when I see them wagging their tail, then I'm good. Because they feel the energy, you know what I mean? But the thing is, like the pit bulls and them dogs with the mean faces, I ain't messing with those, man.
I know, that's because you bought into the hype, but we're going to get you a dog, Sam. You're going to trust me on that, right?
But I grew up with dogs. I grew up with a Schnauzer. I was good.
Is that right? With
the little, Maxine, Suki, Rocky. We had Schnauzers and...
Okay. You single, right?
Yeah. What you mean, single? Single dog?
No, single. You married?
No, I'm not. I'm like, single dog? What you talking about? You talking about girls?
Yeah,
you talking about...
I'm talking about both. See,
man, what Jay-Z said... I'm focused, man.
That's right. but because you said, you got bit by a dog, which is a natural human.
What you saying? I need a wife because I got bit by a dog? What you trying to say, man?
What I was going to say is you've been bit by a girl before, haven't you?
Yeah. I had my heart broke.
Right?
Nah, I've only had my heart broke once.
Okay.
Fortunately, and I never want to go through that again.
That's right. But you didn't give up on them, did you?
Nah.
Okay. Same with dogs, baby. You just got to you got to work through that. And we're going to do that.
Okay.
We're going to work through it.
Well, you my man. I know you forever. So, you bring a dog around me, I'll be okay.
That's going to happen.
Yeah.
We ain't going to let nothing happen to you, Sam. You're too valuable, man.
Okay.
Because you got to be.
Because when you give your gold statue speech, I want to be up in there. You know what I'm saying? Be like, thanks to my brothers over there at the radio.
I like to thank everybody, especially my boys at Conversations.
God, and then I like to thank my boys at Conversation with a Pitbull Live.
You know what I mean?
And I want to thank my dog. You got pulling Mickey Rourke at the Golden Globes, man.
Yeah, I'll do. All right. We'll see. We'll work on that.
Mickey did it right.
Yeah.
So
we'll work on that.
Is Fred out there?
Fred's there, but we can't get his video up. Fred, can you hear us?
I can hear you.
All right, we're having trouble with your video, getting your video feed. But tell us a little bit about what's going on in the dog community. What do we need to know about what's going on lately?
First, we want to sing happy birthday to Foster.
Thank you, Fred. And I know your dogs are right there to sing too. And we don't have video, man. I'm so sorry.
That's all right. So you ready? You ready, Foster?
Go.
All right, you ready? Happy birthday to you.
Oh.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear Foster.
Happy birthday to you.
We still here.
Go Foster,
That's right.
It's your birthday. We gonna party like it's your birthday.
So Fred, what's going on, man? Tell us what's going on out there.
Thank you, sir.
Well, there's two things that are important. Good news this week. Time Magazine put an infographic on their briefing page about the 367 pit bull dogs that were rescued in the fighting ring, which is it shows a picture of a dog hugging a police officer with hearts coming off of it. Time Magazine has been very friendly to pit bulls in the last month. They had an article a month ago by Paul Tullis about the softer side of pit bulls. So what we hope is that this shows that mainstream media is getting more consistent with how people feel about pit bull type dogs. They're some of the most popular dogs out there. And as a result, this second thing in Time Magazine, these are major media outlets that really make a big difference in how people perceive pit bulls. And if you ever get a chance to listen to the interview with Paul Tullis, which I did on my show, talking about how hard it is to find real information and good information and reliable, pure scientifically reviewed studies. There are no peer-reviewed scientific studies that say breed discriminatory legislation has succeeded in increasing public safety. So in conjunction with that, we had Watertown, Michigan, voted on their breed discriminatory law on Tuesday night, and they defeated it. The original reading for it, the vote was in favor 5-4. And so on the final reading, the final vote was 6-3. So they ended up basically passing a breed neutral ordinance. And it's a really good example of how local people, when they find out about breed discriminatory legislation being considered by their city, county, whatever, can get together, provide these legislators with the proper information, the science of breed discriminatory legislation. And if they have an open mind and can be persuaded, which in this case they did, they were able to defeat that motion. And, when you have talks with your city officials, what usually comes out is, there's a pit bull problem. And what happens is there's an incident. And after the incident, everybody comes out and says, we complained about that dog before, but nothing got done. So a lot of it has to do with enforcing the existing laws that you have. And if you see a dog out loose, if you see a dog, do something that's not something that would be consistent with public safety, report it. And then what will happen is that the dogs that are doing these things will get taken off the street, and the good dogs won't be punished by legislation that bans pit bulls.
Wow, yeah. I mean, Michigan, I know they've got. I mean, that's cool to see them strike that down. I know out here, which is something that we want you to keep your eye on too, Fred, is out in Riverside. They've got a vote coming up, I think in October out here in Riverside, California. With this BSL stuff.
I think one other thing that I'd like to make clear is what is breed discriminatory legislation. A lot of people think that means it has to be a pit bull ban. But there's a lot of legislation out there that doesn't ban pit bulls. But for example, they require you to have insurance. They require to have your dog spayed and neutered. They need to. Some places require you to have it microchipped and tattooed. Other places have pit bull registries, and some laws require you to keep a pit bull automatically as if it was a dangerous dog. Which means it always has to be muzzled in public. It has to be kept inside the house. If it's outside, it's in a cement floored pen with a top. So breed discriminatory legislation is not just a ban. It's all these other things that put these requirements on pit bull owners that other owners don't have to deal with. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. Quickly, Fred, tell us what people out there like. What's their best way of helping or bringing about some solutions for your everyday average Joe? Like, is it just supporting your local groups or getting involved on the with your city council? What are some of the things that people should be doing?
Well, I think the first thing is that everybody should try to make sure that their dog is properly cared for, so that an incident doesn't occur that people can use in the media to say, well, we need a ban now. That's number one. Mm-hmm. Number two, we've got to try and stop the overpopulation and backyard breeding of pit bulls.
We're working on that.
Because a lot of times these dogs, there's so many pit bulls out there.
It's way too many.
Some people would rather say, you know what, if my dog gets taken by animal control, I'll just release him to animal control and get another one for $25.
Wow.
We've got to realize that These dogs are sentient beings. They form bonds with their owners, and they're not just disposable pieces of property.
Right.
So that's the second thing. And the third thing is, I think that you've got to, if you're going to have a pit bull, you've got to be, a person who has a dog that is better than other dogs, because it's unfortunate that's the case, but people look at these dogs and they're afraid of them, so they have to be they should be well trained.
That's right.
They shouldn't be pulling you down the street. They shouldn't react, to other dogs and want to act like they want to kill them.
Exactly.
Because every time somebody sees that, it reinforces the broad demonization of pit bulls.
Right, and the big spike collars and all of that fear look, ugly, mean, fighting look. Fred, two things that when we come back, hopefully we're going to have a little bit of budget, and we'll have a PR person, and Time Magazine can cover the hottest pit bull radio, TV, internet show on the air, trying to change the imagery.
Well, that's our buddy Fred Kray. He chimes in with us each week. Thank you so much, Fred, for dropping that knowledge on us. Everybody out there, if you guys want to tune in to Fred's radio show, tell them where they can see you or hear you, Fred.
We have a website, Pitbull Legal News Network, which is pblnn.com. We're on Twitter at pblnn, and the radio show is on every 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on Blog Talk Radio, and it's called Pitbull Legal News Radio.
Awesome. Well, we're going to catch up with Fred again.
Thank you, sir.
When we come back, like Foster said, we're probably going to take a break from the show for a little bit to get some things in order on our side. But until then, you guys make sure you check out Pitbull Legal News. And let's get back over here to our buddy Sam. Now, Sam's a modern age Renaissance man. He's got so many things going on. But let's start off talking about your film stuff. I know you just you're working on a film or about to finish up a film with our buddy Tiny Lister. Tell us a little bit about that, Sam.
Yeah, so I just wrapped a movie with Ice-T and Vanessa Williams called Cross the Line. That'll be out next year.
Ice-T.
That's
one of my favorite cats.
I play his nemesis.
Yeah, I'm a cop.
You play as what?
I play his nemesis. Like me and Ice-T.
Oh, really?
Oh, you play his
that's gotta be
nemesis.
cold.
Yeah. Wait till y'all see this. Like,
Was Coco on the set?
Nah, she never came through.
Wow. So
Yeah,
y'all
she
got a
was
lot of work done then.
Well, Coco was actually in Vegas. She's doing like a peep show out there.
Oh, is that right?
So she was working out there.
Getting our quarters together.
Yeah, so I just wrapped that. But the movie that I'm here to promote is called No Weapons, and it's a gospel joint, very inspirational movie. It's a great role for me. I play a detective. I got like a 7-year-old daughter. So you see my character, his wife dies of a drug overdose. And then you see my character go through a whole bunch of different things. And it's deep, man. We got Josie Thacker, who's an award-winning actress. She used to be on A Living Color. She was a fly girl with J-Lo.
Okay.
So Josie's an amazing actress. We got Mahari Blanks. It's directed by my boy Uriah Howard. Shout out to Uriah, first-time director, but he did an incredible job. And it's great, man. So, yeah, we dropping No Weapons. We have the big premiere in November, and then we hit all the festivals in January, and then it'll be out sometime in the spring.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, we loving it, man. And we're about to play the song in a minute.
That's right.
This is the title track from the movie. It's called Make It Through.
Okay.
It's with me and one of my oldest friends in the business, Christina DeBarge. You guys know her, El DeBarge's niece.
Right. Well, let's throw it up there.
Yeah, but it's called Make It Through. We got the video. The video's bananas.
Yeah.
Directed by my boy Ken Koken, who did Usual Suspects, Way of the Gun, the Tom's Shoes award-winning documentary which won at Tribeca last year. So No Weapons is about to be a big project.
Well,
But
Before we drop that song real quick, if you're out there, Bill and Michelle, go ahead and Skype us in so we can come back to you guys. Hey, let's go ahead and drop that track. Let's hear what you got. Coming out.
Song 2. Yeah, I know we don't. This is a dog show, but Sam is dear to our hearts.
Just Make It Through.
He's one of the other actors in Conversations with the Pitbull. Sam, do you know Josie and I go back like umpteen years?
Dude, let me tell you about something about Josie. She is the most amazing actress, and it's like, there were certain days being a lead in a film, you carry the movie.
Yeah.
So it's like it's your movie. You're in almost every scene. And a lot of movies I've done, I'm used to being supporting where it's like 7 of us carrying it.
Right.
So when there was certain days that I wasn't feeling it, it's just like sports, it's like anything else. Some days you're not on.
Right.
And there was one day where I had a scene with my love interest. And after I shot the scene, Josie came up to me. She was like, Sam, come on, man. She's like, this is a girl that you love and like you haven't seen her in this many years. Like she ripped me a new one. She was like, listen to me. Take 5 minutes, go do your thing, and then let me see what Sam Sarpong really brings to the table. And I brought it back and I just killed it. So special shout out to Josie. She's an incredible actress. And
you know, when I was head of production at Capitol, Josie was one of the few dancers that I tried to make sure was in every video I made. Yeah, I think she was in every video except for like the Hammer stuff, man.
She was in Janet Jackson. That's the way love goes. If y'all want to go back, Fly Girl and Live in Color. Man, Josie was like that hot girl. Yeah. Everybody wanted Josie in your video. She had the braids.
She's the ticket, man.
Yeah,
let's play a little bit of that song, man. I want to hear the music, man. We got that queued up, Ryan.
Let's
go ahead.
Drop it. Make it through. Christina the Barge, where you at? No, that's the wrong joint. Here we go.
See there? First record we played.
Turn it up. Turn it up. Come on, Ryan, turn it up. I gotta feel it.
You know, we dance on this show too.
Started with a dream, keep hope alive. What I gotta do to survive? I'm on these streets. Yes, I'm grinding. I asked God, He said it's time, and keep my faith. I can't go wrong. Got my daughter, gotta be strong. Got my family, united we stand. No weapons form. We got plans. Pop's a preacher, raised in the church. Pay my dues. I put in work. Yeah, that's right. I put in work. So now it's day after day. Oh man, must I face this? Detective on a job, and they racing. Christina right here. In LA, watch me shine. Me and Drummer got it on lock. So much drama, but I can't stop. Got my crib all intact. Moms and pops, they got my.
Yeah, I like it, man.
Right,
you like that?
Yeah, man. I want to see the video. You know, I'm a visual guy, so we definitely want to check out that video. That's one of the things with this show is that we're trying to show love to not only the people that have shown us love, but also people that have a spirit that's congruent with our mission, which is to help some of these dogs. And speaking of people whose mission is congruent with saving these dogs, we got our buddy Richard is gonna Skype in with us. Richard, tell us a little bit about Richard Foster.
Richard's got the web blog site and page, More About Dogs.
Oh, okay.
And, he's like a cool guy. He's a vet. Speaking of veterans and military, and Richard's just a special guy in my heart, and he's showing us love.
Richard, are you there?
From the beginning.
I'm here. How are you, guys?
Good.
Oh, man,
How are
we're
you,
doing
sir?
great, buddy. How you doing?
I'm doing great. This is my buddy Tilk.
Hey,
Tilk.
That's a good-looking dog.
Always glad to have a dog.
He's not preoccupied with the camera either.
Yeah, well, he's sort of focused on this dried liver. I call it puppy crack.
Oh, wow. I'm going to keep Lamar Odom away from that.
Boom, boom.
Don't do Lamar like that.
Wait, one thing,
That's
Lamar
cold.
gonna get out.
That's cold.
Hey, man, Lamar, you don't want none of this. I got Ice-T got my back. Just like New Jack City, you know?
All right.
Yeah.
Too far insulated. You don't know where we are. We're deep in the cave behind the Hollywood sign. Come see me.
That's right. Hey, so Richard,
I can see a 6'9" dude coming from a long way away, brother.
Tell us about More About Dogs, man. Well, tell everyone about More About Dogs.
Well, my webpage, More About My Dogs, is something that I started up when I retired. It's to give information about dogs so people can have a better life with their dogs. Mm-hmm. So they can have an understanding of them, how to read a dog, how to read their expressions, what their needs are. And a dog's needs goes way beyond what we would often consider to be normal. We have to understand how a dog thinks and how it interacts with its environment. because they don't interact with their environment the same as we do.
Right. So
So I'm just putting that information out there so that people can enjoy their dogs. And hopefully, the more understanding people have, the more will get adopted.
that's right.
Well, that's part of like the education, getting people to be comfortable with dogs. That's what we're gonna work on. Our buddy Sam over here. It's like he's so super talented, you know. But we got to get this phobia. I'm scared of heights, so you know, like I remember my lady took me up on the Space Needle up in Seattle to try to break that. So we gotta maybe we start you out with like little Chihuahuas and then move you on up to some of these beautiful dogs that we got playing on the screen.
So check this out. Growing up, I grew up with a chow. The chow's name was Suki, and the chow was a good dog. And then one day, all of a sudden, I was petting it, and it bit me.
Mm-hmm.
And this dog knew me for like 7, 8 years. So, you know, there's certain dogs I'm not afraid of. I also grew up with schnauzers. You know, rest in peace, Maxine or Rocky. Shout out to the Schaefers. What? Oh yeah, I got to shout out my sister Laura, who just had baby Emma. She had a baby 2 days ago.
Oh, wow.
Can we give that up for Laura? Come on, man. Can we give Emma some love?
That's right.
Well, I think
Emma loves dogs.
educating cats on the beauty of these animals, even the ones that look a little bit intimidating,
That's
you know what I mean, is good. And that's one of the great things. Like what you're doing, Richard, is awesome, man. Like tell us a little bit where can people find your blog, and how can they support what you're doing?
Well, my blog is moreaboutmydogs.com.
Moreaboutmydogs.com.
Facebook page. Yeah, moreaboutmydogs.com. My Facebook page is More About My Dogs. And they can reach me by email at moreaboutmydogs@ymail.com.
Awesome. Hey, everybody out there, we got fans all over the world that tune in to watch this show. Make sure you guys chime in on Richard's blog site. He's one of our first supporters, and we're supporting what he's doing, educating people about these dogs, man, getting people familiar with them so that they can improve their lives and human lives as well.
Hey, Richard, I think you should forego writing anything about Foster's birthday on moreaboutmydogs.com today, and just put out some more animal information, okay?
Oh, sure. But Foster, how old are you now? 10?
Yeah. Well,
He's 32, man.
Yeah, he started counting decades. He's 10.
I'm going to get my driver's license. Hey, I'm going to get my driver's license next week. And Richard, but being a veteran, bro, and you a Marine, right?
I was in the Navy, and I got injured, and I remustered to the Air Force. I worked mostly in the electronics field.
You did too. So as a vet, though, you realize the significance of stacking those birthdays up.
That's funny.
Yeah.
We're gonna catch up with Richard again. Thank you so much for calling in, buddy. We'll talk to you again soon. You guys are watching Conversation with a Pitbull live. We're trying to help educate people through entertainment about dogs and get some of these dogs saved. If you saw earlier while Fred was talking, there's some dogs that pop up on the screen. These are all dogs that are in need of adoption and fostering. So if you guys have any space or have any space in your hearts to accommodate a dog and find a puppy or a full-grown dog, a home for life, please pay attention to those pictures that pop up. We're gonna play a video right now until we get our next Skype guest, ready to chime in with us, and we'll be back. You guys are watching Conversations with a Pitbull live. Right.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dave, and welcome to Taking Care of Your Pet. In the last installment, we talked about the basic pathophysiology of canine parvo. This week, we'll talk about caring for dogs suffering from the illness. And next week, we'll talk about vaccines and prevention of this common canine disease. At our clinic, when we get a call about a puppy that's lethargic, has diarrhea, is vomiting, and has an unknown or incomplete vaccine history, we treat that puppy as if it has parvovirus until proven otherwise. The two main reasons for this are the disease is highly infectious and contagious, and to protect other patients, everything the puppy touches is either discarded or cleaned thoroughly with a bleach solution. The other reason is the illness can kill so quickly. If we don't test the dog, or if funds are not available to test the dog, we immediately begin treatment with fluids and antibiotics. There is no cure for the disease. All we can do is provide symptomatic and supportive treatment and do our best to help the puppy fight the illness on their own. If you notice these symptoms in your dog, vomiting, diarrhea, lethargy, and you're unsure of the animal's vaccine history, contact your veterinarian immediately. Depending on the funds available, the treatments can be relatively simple or very, very involved. The primary killers of dogs suffering from a parvoviral infection are dehydration and infection. Of these two, dehydration is our bigger concern. Your veterinarian will administer fluids, either subcutaneously, which is a needle under the skin, intravenously, or in very small dogs by placing a needle into the end of a bone. Your vet will also administer antibiotics, anti-vomiting medications, and sometimes pain medicine. In some cases, if resources allow, if it's warranted, and if the owner desires, whole blood or plasma transfusions may be given. There is no definitive protocol for treating parvoviral infections. You may hear different advice from different veterinarians, but all vets will do their very best to work within your budget to help you save your dog. The intent of this installment is not to provide a detailed step-by-step regimen for treating your dog or to critique the various means different veterinarians may use to treat your dog. I want to familiarize you with the basics of therapy and to emphasize that if the possibility of parvovirus exists, speed and decisiveness are extremely important if you want your dog to have a chance of survival. The disease can kill in a couple of days. Your dog may or may not survive without treatment, may or may not survive with treatment. But if you want to avoid the grief of a lost pet, do not spend time searching online for reasons not to take your pet in for care. And do not be talked out of a veterinary visit. You do so at the risk of your dog's life. As vets, we see cases like this all the time, and watching these animals deal with a parvoviral infection is almost as devastating to us as it is to you. Help us help your dogs by getting them to us quickly so we can work with you to prioritize what should be done with the funds you have available. Next time we'll wrap up our discussion of this illness by reviewing prevention, vaccines, and the aftermath of an infection. I'm Dr. Dave, and thanks for taking care of your pet.
All right, thanks, Dr. Dave, for hooking us up with that how to take care of your dog.
And Rita's got those Caribbean.
Rita's awesome, man.
Drums on there, man.
My editing job might be in danger. She gets it in putting those videos together. Thank you, Rita. We love you. Hey, we're gonna we got another guest that's joining us via Skype, right?
Yeah, that should be Lisa, I believe.
Yeah.
Lisa, you out there?
We're here.
Hey, how are you?
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. Is that Dunkin?
This is Dunkin. He says good morning to everyone.
Good morning.
And he says happy birthday.
See, now that's a smart dog, man.
Wow.
I tell you, man.
You know how to get treats, man.
Dunkin, you got points with us, baby. So tell the world about.
Thanks.
Tell those who are not familiar, Lisa, about you and Dunkin and what you guys do and everything.
Sure. About a year ago, just about a year, I saw Dunkin posted on Facebook and he was available for adoption. And the sad story was that he was found in a really remote area of Alabama where they believe he was dumped. And they were looking for donations because he had a lot of medical concerns, but they were also looking for a home for him. And after some going back and forth, I decided I was going to take him in because I knew he had special needs. Dunkin is blind. He's also partially deaf. And he didn't walk very well, but at the time, no one really knew the extent of his illness. So after some emergency surgeries, because the people who had him fed him nails, and after a lot of treatment, all of these wonderful people in Alabama and people from across the country all volunteered to care for him and transport him all the way up to New York. And that's where he came to me. And now we work really hard to pay it forward. And we continue to educate people so that they are aware of the animal abuse that goes on in our country, and they are aware of the animal overpopulation in our country, as well as the need for special needs animals that need loving homes, and that's what we work hard to do.
All right.
What are some of the challenges with dealing with dogs with special needs, Lisa?
Danny, I think the first thing obviously is cost. It is very costly to have to bring an animal into the vet constantly for issues. It's also, I think, one of the challenges is to understand what the needs are. It's very easy to see that Dunkin cannot see. He has a neurological condition, so he can't walk, so he uses a wheelchair. But things very specialized like mega esophagus is not something that's well known in the veterinary field, and owners don't know what to do. So it's a challenge to learn about it, to really be the advocate for your pet. Because a lot of veterinarians feel that the only way to deal with something like mega esophagus is euthanization. And that's not the case. So it takes a lot. It also takes patience and love and understanding. It's a 24-hour-a-day job, but I wouldn't trade it in for anything like that.
That's love, man. That's love. You know, I can relate to Duncan a little bit on that, with having a birthday, getting hard of hearing and a little bit blind.
No, we all need a little bit of help every once in a while, and if there were more caring, super people like Lisa out there, I think the world would be a much better place. But Duncan looks like he's living he's living high on the horse. He looks like he's having a great lifestyle, and that just goes to show, man. Like, right. Even dogs that have some physical disabilities and stuff like that can still enjoy their lives. When we had Cinnamon in with Rosie, she said Rosie's a happy dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all about the love. I mean, if I could sit around and eat whipped cream all day, I'd be pretty happy too. So, anyway, that's our good friend Lisa. Thank you so much for calling in, Lisa. Let them know how they can get in contact with you guys and how they can support your movement.
Oh, that's fantastic. We are on Facebook. Dunkin's page is called Dunkin's Road to Love and Healing. And we would love to have you stop by and visit us and support us in the things that we do going forward.
Awesome. Well, we'll definitely stay on your line, Lisa.
Great.
Hey.
Okay.
Okay. Take care, Lisa. Bye, Duncan.
Bye, Duncan.
Shout out. He's hard of hearing, so bye, Duncan.
Right.
All right, buddy. All right, love you.
You guys are watching Conversations with a Pitbull live. It's the first show of its kind where we're trying to educate people through entertainment about these dogs. If you saw some of those dogs that were popping up while Lisa was talking, our friend Kari put those pictures together. These are dogs that are in urgent need of being rescued. A lot of them, I think, were out of New York City. So maybe our New York Warriors can help with some of that out there.
That's right.
These dogs, I mean, the turnover on some of these animals is literally like 24 hours, you know, like 3 days if they're lucky, you know. So if you saw a dog on the screen that you know that you're able to help, you know, even if it's fostering them, you can foster them for a couple hours, you know. It's everything helps, you know what I mean. But anyway, we've got another guest that's going to be Skyping in with us. We've been trying to get everything ripping and rolling. Our buddy Bill is gonna Skype in with Michelle in a second.
All right. Wow, come on.
Sam, did you get a chance to see some of those dogs that were popping up?
Yeah, I was checking them out, man.
You see a cutie, baby.
Are you up at all on the adoption scene, or like the some of the needs that these dogs?
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because even though I'm afraid of dogs and I've been afraid of dogs, I've actually lent my time to a lot of dog charities where I actually go out and we help the dogs, we give the dogs food. So, you know,
I heard about that.
I got crazy love for dogs, man.
That's why I was shocked that when you didn't have a dog. I was like, Sam's out there working with the dogs and you don't have.
And there's a dog charity that I'm very down with. It's called Step for Paws.
Yeah.
Step for Paws, yeah, that's my homegirl, Vered. Shout out to Vered.
Okay.
She does a lot for dogs, and they actually just sponsored my party that Dwayne Martin and Tisha Campbell threw for my Future Star collection. So, you know,
all the names from the back. We got a hook.
That's awesome. We're gonna check out. We're gonna hear a little bit more about Sam's current projects. But right now we've got our buddy Bill and Michelle, I believe, are on the line. We don't have their video, so we're gonna play some B-roll while they talk. Michelle or Bill, are you guys there?
Yeah, we're here.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Good.
So we for some reason the Skype picture's not coming across. If it kicks in, we'll throw you guys up on the screen. But go ahead and tell everybody about what you guys are doing.
My name is Bill. I'm the Director of Operations and co-founder of Detroit Bully Corps. Our main focus is a lot of education. I was listening to what Sam was saying, and Sam's welcome to come down to Michigan and spend a week with us to get over that fear.
Detroit, baby, what up? You know, I was down there recently. I performed at the Rooster Tail. You know about the Rooster Tail?
We do.
Okay, well, I was down there, so shout out to Detroit.
So now you got a new friend in Detroit. When you go down there, you got to go. So go ahead, Bill.
And those are the biggest things we work with. We do a lot of work inside the schools. We do a lot of work, but our program has always been based on attraction rather than promotion, meaning that we always let the dogs do the speaking. And it's a bummer that the feed isn't working because I got Maggie here with me. Maggie's an ex-fighting dog that we got from one of our rescue partners, Friends of Dearborn Animal Shelter. She's got a lot of scars. She's been bred a lot. And right from the gate, I took her as my personal dog. She won't go up for adoption because of the fact there's just some dogs that hit you a certain way and us to make decisions to accept our human world.
Right.
So that's a lot of what she's going through, and it's a really in-depth process, and you know she's coming along good. We do a lot of community outreach, anti-dog fighting rallies, trying to educate people on what to look for in their communities, and trying to build the communities up so they push the dog fighting out. So it's not so much rescue groups and advocates having to put their metaphorical capes on and get rid of the dog fighters, but empowering the communities so that they feel like they have resource to, get the dog fighting off their block, get the drugs off their block. So, we had a anti-dog fighting rally, and it hit me hard when, 4 kids between the ages of 4 and 12 come up to us and show us where they're dumping the dead dogs after the fighting. This is a park where kids should be playing and being kids, and they're having to walk around and wonder, am I going to end up like that dog if I tell anybody, because I've seen what happened, so.
Right.
Yeah, that's one of the things that we've noticed too, is that these are a lot of these are they're human issues that begin to filter into the dog issue. You got issues of poverty, issues of social, the ills of society and stuff begin to filter down to why some of these problems manifest in the dog community. One of the things that Fred was talking about last week was that these dog fighting rings, they're so beneath the surface, they could be on your block and you might not even know. That's how
not on my block.
That's how hard it is to kind of identify it. What are some of the things that you've seen that can help people kind of perk their ears up a little bit to know when they see something wrong or maybe something's a little bit off where they can maybe make a difference?
Well, see, that's the thing here in Detroit. Is in Detroit, it's a different level of dogfighting here. I've been studying dogfighting for about 10 years now, and the dogfighting that's happening here is more of a byproduct of the existing crime. It's not underground. These people are fighting dogs in parks and broad daylight and parks and parking lots. Detroit is in such a economic and societal downfall right now. No one's hiding it. No one has to hide it. No, because there's no deterrent. There's nobody making it uncomfortable to fight dogs. So it's not so much underground here, where it's actually just more of a byproduct of the existing crime, where there's other levels of dog fighting, that when I was rescuing in Texas, because I rescued in Texas for 8 years, that's more of the underground, where the bloodlines and the breeding and everything like that is like like an old family secret, where they're not actually fighting dogs to make money or it being a hustle. It's like family tradition. It's steeped in all kinds of tradition, and that's where you get like the multi-state dog purses for $500,000, dogs going for $25,000 a pup. Right. Where in Detroit it's more of a just on the fly. I'm going to grab some dogs. They're not necessarily paper. They're not necessarily come from a known fighting dog line, where it's just let's just get some dogs and make some money, a quick hustle. So that's a lot more of what we're seeing here. It's kind of hard to make a generalization, because not everybody who keeps their dog on a chain is fighting it, or I know good people that are trainers that have slap mills. So it's really hard to there's certain things to look for, but then I also don't want to put communities on guard, and every time they see a dog on a chain, that they must be fighting that dog, because not everybody keeps their dogs the same way, but not everybody is actually abusing their dog.
Right. No, it's that Michael Vick. It's that Michael Vick sickness. But when we come back with the new show, we have an educational program that Danny and I are trying to get funded and get on the road, so we can get out there and help you guys and support you guys.
The outreach is so critical. What you guys are doing is awesome.
Yeah, because you said the kind of the keys to this whole thing, and that is educating people and making it very uncool, to be doing this kind of activity. So, Bill, what we're going to do, we're going to have you back when we come back, and when we get the Skype picture and everything up, and we may even come there and actually do a show.
Yeah, tell them quickly how they can get in contact with you and support what you guys are doing out there in Michigan.
Our main website is dbcdogs.org. We also have a Facebook page. Those are the two best ways to. Our Facebook gets the most traffic. That's where we do the most updating, and we work with a lot of good groups, a lot of good individual people, and like I said, our organization has always been based on attraction. So the people that are drawn to us usually end up being real solid people that are focused on the mission, and we don't end up wasting a lot of time on kind of bickering amongst ourselves. We have a distinct mission, and that's our mission mainly, is to educate people, especially the youth.
Well, thank you so much, Bill, for checking in with us. We're definitely just love what you guys are doing, and we want to thank Rita for hooking up the interview with you guys. If you guys can, make sure you check out their website, their Facebook page, and get involved. Every little bit helps. We're gonna come back in a little bit with our buddy Paula Archer, who's our adoption specialist, and check out a couple dogs that she's got. But meanwhile, Sam, tell us about some of these current projects. I want to hear some more of that music, but tell us some of the current projects that you're working on, brother.
Right now, so like I said, I got No Weapons coming out. In January, I have a movie called Raza Guild or Zombies coming out. I have a new TV show.
You got a zombie movie coming out?
Yeah, I got a zombie movie coming out.
Zombie movie.
You get killed first?
No, I actually survived.
Wow, man, it's a new age for the brothers in the movies, man.
Yeah, brothers never make it to the end of the movie.
I'm in this joint, man. I'm up in there.
Unless you're Murphy, and then Will Smith.
Exactly. Well, I'm the next one, so I guess that's why they kept me alive.
Hey, what about the clothing line? I heard you talking a little bit. You got a clothing line too that you're doing.
Future Star Collection clothing line. It's been big in Asia.
Is it a website for that?
Yeah, futurestarcollection.com.
Okay.
Get your chosen one. You see, I got the hat on, this jacket. Look at this. All this is My line, custom leather. It's all custom. You see the back.
Look at you.
Wow.
Hey, Sam.
Yo.
You should run up to Portland, man, and wear that at the Portland Bully Walk, because I got a note here. It's on the 14th, everybody. And
okay. Well, tell them to holler at me.
4 p.m. Yeah, 4 p.m. The Portland
We need to get some
Y'all need
extra
to get
small
Bully
versions
Walk.
of this gear and put it on some of these dogs, man.
Man, look at that. I got the chosen one. The whole thing is like many a call, few are chosen, and I've been doing these tours, speaking to kids across America for like 10 years for the Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah.
Now I have my own tour called The Best Me I Can Be, and how I came up with Chosen One is all these kids want to be Nick Cannon, they want to be Michael Jordan, they want to be whoever is a big star, Lindsay Lohan. And what I told them is, the minute I discovered who Sam Sarpong was, and I went deep, and I really realized when you audition, don't worry about the person that's in the hallway, don't worry about what they want, and you truly know who you are. That's the minute my whole life changed.
Word.
So
There you go.
when I came up with the Chosen One line, the whole thing was whether you're a doctor, lawyer, singer, rapper, garbage man, you're chosen. You were chosen to do what you do and be the best at your job. So that's what I try to preach
That's
to
right.
these kids.
Well, you get some of that. You get some of that fashion line in here, and we'll help
I
make
got
sure
y'all.
that we post
No doubt.
I'll even get some for the
conversation.
dog. Oh,
That's right.
you
Hey,
know what?
I got a pity, baby. You know, Grip. You know, you seen Grip on all our stuff.
I got y'all, but there's a hidden talent. My Twitter's been blowing up, right?
Uh-huh.
And everybody's been asking me, like, yo, I didn't know you were afraid of
Who are
dogs.
those handsome dudes you're on the radio with? I know. We
They
get it
asked
a
me
lot
that
too.
too.
You see our chat room?
They asked me that too. Yeah, they was asking
how
about
we
the
do.
handsome guys. They said, Sam, you got a little competition over there.
Right.
That's right.
But somebody texted me and they were like, what is a hidden talent that you have that nobody knows? So since I'm doing a dog show, nobody knows that I can bark really, really well.
Uh-oh.
Hey,
I'm about
let
to
us
do
hear
that.
it. Let us hear it. Give it
Y'all
up.
ready? Y'all ready?
I'm ready. Here we go.
All right.
Oh man, you got dogs running
man.
to the window all over the world.
Oh man, you see this?
So check this out.
DMX, you better watch out.
Sometimes I go with my friends to restaurants, right? And we'll
Yep.
be at really nice restaurants, and I'll put my head down and I'll go, and I swear to you, everybody will be like,
No, that seemed pretty authentic to me. I mean, that'll be perfect for our voiceovers once we get the movie off the
All
ground.
right, but now,
Hey.
now, as a film director, do that same dog in Heat.
in heat? Oh, Lord.
I think
You guys are too much,
I think it
man.
would be more like. Rah, rah, rah.
Hey,
Nah,
real quick, we
excited one in heat.
Hey.
I ain't got no time for no rah, 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 rah. I'm just like, rah, give it to me. I need it now.
Come on up in.
We have
come
so
on up
much
in
fun.
Here, big
We have
fella.
so much fun with our buddy Sam. We wanted to play a little bit of his music real quick before we go to our friend Paula, who's going to
All right,
talk
check
about
this
some
out.
dogs that need
So,
to get adopted.
I
So
gotta
tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, so I gotta shout out my girl Nessa Alex. She's a huge pop star in Europe. She was discovered by David Foster when she was 15. She got her own single coming out, Forget Tomorrow, but she's featured on like 2 or 3 songs on my album. And this song here is dedicated to my homeland, the UK. So it's called Coming Home, and it features Nessa Alex. And Nessa, she's out in New York
Well,
right
let's
now
hit it.
shooting her video.
Play a
Let's
little
hit it
bit of
because
that,
we're running out of time.
Here we go. Be coming home right now. Let's go. I'm home. Now I'm home.
It's a hot joint.
I'm home. Guess who's back? Here we go. Hopped on a plane, landed Heathrow. Future stars headed to the club with Deanie Boy, nothing but love. No movie scripts, it's
Keep it playing to the hood.
in the house, he go honey dip. So much swag, Gucci bag. Fly stilettos with a Gucci bag. See now I'm worldwide, so they heard of me. UK flag equal Burberry. Coming home to the UK, the main attraction. Me and June raised on Michael Jackson. So girl, let me beat it. I know you bad, but it's only human nature, so don't be mad. It goes out with the old and in with the new. Future Beatles, I'm feeling you too. If you clocking me, then I'm watching you. Please let me know what you wanna do. No time to waste, and I'm frankly speaking, only touchdown for the weekend. 5-star hotel, don't act silly. Hop in the ride off the Piccadilly. No time for rumors. He said, she said, fashion is #1 in the UK.
right, so we boogieing and partying on my birthday. We got a little music for my birthday, guys. You know, we just, you know, and this is the last show for a minute. But let's get Paula in here. Where's my baby at?
We're having a little bit of technical difficulties here, Paula, but bear with us. Are you there?
I'm here.
Hey, go ahead and talk to us about what you got there, Paula. Tell us about the dogs. I know you over there boogieing and stuff.
Dancing on the chair.
Thank you, Paula. Thank you.
So don't worry about it if we don't see you on the camera, because we're going to fix it later. But go ahead and tell us about the dogs that are in need today.
Okay. First up, I have Will and Grace. After being abused, caged, and chained their entire lives, they are fully vetted, happy, and healthy, and they are in need of a forever home. Someone will be very lucky to get this bonded pair. For more information on them, you can call Kathy at 214-529-7338. Next, we have Tiger. Tiger is absolutely stunning. She also happens to be still waiting for a forever home. Wagon Train Rescue excuse me, has many available dogs, several of which are stuck in boarding. They can't keep pulling dogs from death row when already they have dogs needing placement. So if you have any questions, you can contact Jane Kleinsinger on Facebook. Tiger is in a foster home right now in the New Hampshire area. So you can get more information on her from Paw's Pit Parade. Next up, we have Shadow. Shadow was left alone during Hurricane Sandy, then dumped at a kill shelter after he survived the storm alone. He's now looking for his forever home. And the next picture we have is Sweetie. Sweetie has had a rough start in her little life also. She seems to have been a backyard breed dog, chained. She has scars on her neck and leads us to think that possibly her chain was embedded in her neck. These two dogs are looking for forever homes. They are in Staten Island. You can contact Suzanne Capetta, and she is on Facebook. Last couple weeks ago, we had Hollywood, Georgia's police department that busted a dog fighting ring, and they are still looking for adopters for their dogs that they picked up from that. Their number is 256-259-1295. And next we have from Cleveland County, North Carolina. This little girl is in foster, but she still needs a forever home. Her tag number is 883. You can give them a call about her at 704-481-9884. And last, we have Molly. Let's not forget Molly. For more than 3 years, she has been waiting and boarding for a home. No one visits her, and when she is taken back to boarding, she doesn't want to leave the car. She's kind of depressed that she has to go back to boarding. Thanks. So if there is anyone out there that can give Molly a real home and a real life, not one behind bars, please contact FFOLI at 516-719-0808 or Linda at 516-221-6785.
Awesome. Well, look, those dogs are, you know, each week. I mean, this is what this dog show is about. It's about trying to get some of these dogs actually saved and helped. Even if you foster them for a couple hours, a couple days, anything helps. But this is urgent need.
That's right. And our video stuck, guys, so we couldn't bring the pictures up. But Danny, being the magician that he is, if you guys check out the archive version, it's going up on YouTube.
We'll edit it all together
tomorrow.
And put it together. We want to thank everybody. You guys in the chat room are really doing your thing, man. Leah, Christy, Cheryl, Rita. We love all you guys. There's people chiming in from all over the world. There's new people, old people. You know what I'm saying? If it happens to be your birthday too, happy birthday to you guys. If you have it somewhere in your heart, try to get some of these dogs adopted that you've seen on the screen today. That would make our day. You know, the people that are on the front line, like Paula, Rita, you know, you saw our friends Bill and everybody that are out there every day doing the hard work.
And stay with
make
us.
their job easier, change the lives of some of these dogs and get some of them adopted.
That's right. Stay with us because we're going to go away for a little bit, but we'll be back bigger and better and badder, like the $6 Million Man, Conversations with a Pit Bull. Stay with us on Facebook. Everybody, tell somebody. We need the support. We need the fans. We're going to change the world for the dogs. We're going to make the rescues jobs easier. We're coming with Foster's Worldwide Adoption TV. We're going to get these dogs adopted. We're going to stop this overbreeding. We're going to change the world, man.
Yeah, some of the things that we want to do, so just like the rescue groups, you know, as filmmakers, you know, some of the things that we want to do actually require, you know, some investment and some time as well, and that's what we're out there.
We gotta go.
That's what we're out there looking
Brian,
for.
Take us out with a little tune.
Yo.
Thank you guys. Like I said, video is stuck.
Thanks, Fred. Thanks, Rita. Thanks, everybody.
Thank everybody.
All right, y'all. So thanks for having me on the show. As you guys know or may not know, I'm a BET host. So this is my BET song from my album BET. Special shout out to Ear Bombs. Y'all get these on Amazon, yo. These headphones are amazing.
Speaking of sponsors, hey.
30 seconds, 15. We going. Love you.
I come from the world of fashion, hosting, music, acting, grinding, smashing, run pop culture, future star owner, roll with the team or get rolled over. Haters from the past, now get the cold shoulder. Connect worldwide, more than Motorola. Let's go. Respect to the real, salute the vets. Deuce up to the underground outlet. This is the underground outlet,
the place to be. Music, fashion, new BET. The underground outlet, breaking news. That's cause we got you. We got you.
Bully walk, bully walk.
the underground outlet.
The place to be. Music, fashion, new BET.
Bully walk, bully
underground
walk.
outlet, breaking news. That's cause we got you. We got you.
9:14, guys. 4 o'clock. Go there.
Shout out to the New York Warriors, San Diego Warriors, everybody out there doing their thing.
NY, shout out to Nessa and NY, my girl Nessa.
Shout out to our friends over at Dogs Without Borders, Power Dogs Training, the Dog House. Love you guys.
I'm getting paid.
Conversations with a Pit Bull Live. We'll catch up with you guys soon.
Fashion, new BET. Happy birthday to Foster, baby. Yeah, 32. You looking good?
Start counting backwards.
Underground outlet, breaking news. That's cause we got you. We got you.
I'm a Pit Bull, and I approve this message.